Hey mamas, it is your girl India of India Insures, and I'm coming to you real talk with India, okay? And this one is just for you mamas. So I want to share a story, right? The saying goes, if mama ain't good, ain't nobody good, right? And that's so true. So personal story, real talk. So a few years back, my dad was living with us. So I was, his primary caregiver at the time. He was wheelchair bound, and he had upper body strength, but lower body he couldn't walk, and he used a wheelchair. And so he lived with me and my children, and I did have help. Was blessed to have a aide come in 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday, for 4 hours a day. So the rest of the day and Friday through Sunday, I had no help. And it was a lot. 3 children, your dad, it can become a lot, right? And I remember one day, it had to have been a Friday because the aide wasn't there. My dad slipped. He was trying to move himself from the tub back to his chair, and he slipped. Normally he waits for me to come in and help him get from chair to chair. This day he wanted to kind of like try to do something on his own, and he slipped and fell. And so my dad is 6 feet tall, 190 pounds, and it's just me, and I'm trying to lift him up off the floor and get him back in the chair. We were legitimately I was trying to get him up for probably 2 hours, to be honest with you. I went to the neighbors. I was just trying to exalt all possibilities. So we finally got him back up in the chair and got him dressed, and he was fine. And so for 2 or 3 weeks later, my back was hurting, right? And I'm just like, okay, it's because I was trying to lift my dad. Ignore it. My back hurt, my back hurt. So one day I was like, this is like not going away. It's bad. Like when I move, when I do certain things, it was just extremely painful. But as a mom, as the responsible one in the house, most of the time we have so many things we have to do and so many people depending on us. So I legit couldn't figure out when I was going to be able to go to the doctor. So I didn't want to go to my regular doctors just to have him sign a paper to go see a specialist, da-da-da-da. All I really wanted to do was go to the ER, get a prescription, because I just felt like I needed some Motrin or something to get rid of this pain. So I was like, okay, I will take myself to the ER. They'll prescribe me some Motrin 800 and I can get rid of this pain, right? So, but when you have all these responsibilities, I kept putting it off because Nia had things to do, other kids had things to do, had to, do things for myself. So I was like, okay, so Thursday night, after I put Nia to bed and Dad is, and everybody's ate dinner and everything, I'm going to take myself to the ER. And I'm thinking, okay, I'll check in about 8:30. I'll be out about midnight. By the time I get home, everybody be asleep. Nobody will even know I've been gone, right? Okay. This night, I'm like crawling. Like, I got to get to the hospital because at this point, it was just bad. So I'm literally humped over, driving myself to the ER. I get there, I check in or whatever, and I'm waiting, and I'm not an emergency. I didn't come in by ambulance. I'm not as important as other people there because I'm complaining about back pain. So when they finally checked me in, got me back there, run all these tests and everything, they started bringing these papers. I'm like, what's going on? Like, you're being admitted. I'm sorry, what? I just need you to give me a shot or something, some Motrin. I got things to do. I can't stay here. No. Like, no, Miss Brown, you have pneumonia on your lungs, and if you had waited another day or so, we may not even be having this conversation. Like, are you serious? Yes. I was admitted to the hospital and stayed 4 days. The whole time I'm there, I can't even focus on getting well because I'm like, who's taking care of my dad? Did he eat? Did he do this? Did he get his blood? All of these things. Did Nia get her hair done? Did she finish her homework? Did everybody get, what they need? All of these things are going through my mind, and I'm thinking, like, I can't afford to be sick. I got people depending on me. I got things to do, money to make. I just can't afford to be here. So I can't even focus on getting well because I can't afford to be sick. And this whole story is to say, mamas, if we don't take care of ourselves, like everybody else is not good, right? And so I say that to say that when I got out of the hospital, my mind automatically went to, I got to get back to work. Because mind you, prior to, I was already in pain, so I wasn't working much. And then I missed all this time from being in the hospital. And my mind just goes to like bills, like what I have to do, all of these things. And so it wasn't until maybe a couple of weeks later, I was thinking like, wait a minute, like, it's on insurance. I got insurance, right? I got cancer coverage, I got life insurance, I got accidental coverage, I got all kinds of stuff. I got hospital indemnity. So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. And so I was like, oh my God, I forgot I have this whole plan. So I called the insurance company, get the paperwork, file a claim. Long story short, I think they sent me a check for almost $3,000, right? That's not a whole lot of money, but $3,000 sure helps out a lot when I hadn't been working and things need to get done and food and all of those things. And I'm saying this to say that, number one, if we're not good, nobody's good. So as mothers, as providers, we have to take care of ourselves. Make sure that we're healthy. Make sure we are, have meditated, we're at peace. All of these things are important factors because it is a trickle effect. And I also is leaving this message to say that make sure you have proper coverage in place, because life insurance with living benefits, honey, is nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Living benefits step in when you become ill, like with cancer, heart attack, stroke, anything critical, chronic, or terminal. You can access up to 80% of your face amount, right? If you have coverage like I had, the accidental coverage or the hospital indemnity coverage, things like that are important. And a lot of times we think like, oh my God, I can't afford this, or oh my God, I don't have time to, sit and have this discussion. It's a must. It is a priority, especially when everybody depends on you. Whether it's your husband, your kid, everybody honestly looks to us to make sure the house is working. So moms, I need you to do me a favor. I need to make sure you're good so that everybody else is good. I need to make sure you're good and making sure that you have proper coverage and protection in place. Not just for us, but for the whole household. It's essential. Now, $3,000 is not a lot of money, but let me tell you, it came in handy when I needed it the most. And that plan I paid probably, $24, $25 a month. It was out of sight, out of mind. I had it in place for a couple of years. Forgot I had it, to be honest with you. But to be able to use it when I need it is a powerful thing. And so that's the whole point of this. So just to make sure that we're good. Make sure we're properly protected. Make sure we're properly covered. Because people depend on us. And so if we're not well enough to provide or even here to provide, then what? So moms, let's make sure we're good. All right? So moms, do me a favor. If you have questions, if you have concerns, if you just want to explore some options just to make sure that what you have is adequate, then if you don't have any coverage and you just want to get some ideas of what type of coverages that you need or want, hit the link in the comments or above or wherever it is, and let's schedule your free 15-minute consultation, and let's just explore some options. So I look forward to speaking to all you moms later. And again, click the link below or above, and let's chat. Talk to you soon. Bye.